What's up, everybody? It's another episode of A Slice of Love. It's your host, C. Holmes, as always, as we bring you nice topics where we can break it down and keep it nice and raw. Now, you know that I'm not on the show by myself. I have my lovely co-host that's going to keep it raw and keep it going. But let me go ahead and introduce my first co-host. He's the one that we call the People's Pimp. He's the one that's going to keep you going. He may dance every once in a while, but you know he ain't got no sense and he never does. We're going to tell you what it is. He may give you a little message from the Lord. I'm talking about the one and only Donald Baker. How you feeling, man? How you feeling?
Man, I'm feeling good. Thank God for my brothers. And listen, if I didn't say it, if y'all were women, I'd have kissed y'all for showing up to the event Sunday.
Here this guy go.
But
then...
y'all saw I got in a little trouble, but...
And not only that, we have another great co-host. We have, you know, he's always in the trenches. You know, he likes to throw grenades out there. He's gonna bring some facts.
Oh, he's gonna throw some grenades.
Oh yeah, you know, he just like throwing grenades all over the place. He's gonna have you be like, huh? I'm like, what's going on? But you know, I'm talking about the general. We're talking about Jason.
What's going on, people? What is going on, man? I'm happy to be here.
Man, oh man. So how both of y'all feeling tonight as we dive into this topic for discussion? But like, how you feeling? Then we're gonna tell the audience that they don't see already. They just looking like through Ray Charles' eyes. But I know this we're gonna bring it up. But how y'all feeling today, gentlemen?
Oh man, you know I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good today, man. You know, I enjoyed this past weekend. Sunday service with our brother, Dr. Baker.
Yeah, Baker was
over
there.
Good word.
Preaching with a good old word, you know.
But I want y'all to come out to another Spanish event that I got coming up.
Yeah, yes, we got the People's Pimp.
I really appreciate y'all.
Sending great messages.
Now, you trying to run that in the ground and watch out there. Now, see, the producer in the trenches, that we ain't gonna call his name, but that nigga came up with that. Hey man, listen, let me say this here in all honesty and truthfulness on this show. And you TikTok and make all the other videos, make one of this. These brothers here are real deal, Holyfield. They have traveled far and near to come out and to support me, and I thank them for that. And I really appreciate y'all on that. And my brother Jasheen, you know, that package you gave me, I'm gonna go through it tomorrow. You know what I'm talking about, and we'll talk. But appreciate y'all, brothers. Now, who is that? Now, I ain't got my glasses on.
You don't need to see you grab your glasses. That's the one and only the lovely Queen Arshia saying hello, gentlemen. Thank you.
Where you been? I thought she was locked up.
Locked up? What the hell? What the hell? Wait.
No, I'm just kidding.
You know,
let's go. I'm ready for tonight.
All right, so we're going to start off with a video that was actually introduced with from one of the watchers that wanted us to actually hit on this topic. So we're going to play this video and then we're going to dive into it, have fun with it. So let's go ahead and roll this clip. Switch it up. Hold on. There we go. Take a little second. There we go.
A lot of y'all gonna end up single and alone at the end of your life too. I know y'all out here saying that it's hard for women to get married. It's hard for some of y'all to get married too, because the women that God has for you, you overlooking them. You keep shooting your shot at women that don't even want you because you ain't got everything you supposed to have together. I'm gonna say it because y'all don't really understand. Y'all try to say women gonna end up lonely. A lot of you men are gonna die single and alone, because you will not let God work on your heart. You won't level up. The type of women you want, you don't even have the emotional intelligence to deal with them, the relational intelligence. You don't have the integrity. You don't have the leadership, and you shooting for that woman. But y'all won't talk about the ones that you shot for and they let you down and they told you no thank you. Y'all not ready to talk about the women that told you no thank you because you wasn't on her level. It's a woman that you shot for, sir. And when she denied you and shot you down. Now you mad at all the other women and trying to dog them and give them self-esteem issues. Oh, I see y'all out there on the internet streets dogging women. This why y'all don't never get married. Y'all gonna be single forever. Sir, 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 so are you. Sir, so are you. With that stubborn, prideful mentality, thinking that you are better than every woman out here and that you are the prize. Sir, you gonna be alone and single too in your elderly years. So stop going after women talking about all y'all single women. Some of you men are single because you can't get the woman you want neither. Men.
Woo! She threw out haymakers like she's trying to sink a statement. Now, she
Well,
did have a lot of great points, but I want the fellas to kind of give their insight how they feel about that. Because we know we on the internet streets, it gets wild and rusty and all kinds of fortune out there. You know how it gets out there on the internet, in the comments and the trolls and much more. You know, it just gets wild out there. But what y'all think? What y'all think?
well, when you first start listening to her approach made it seem make you feel like you automatically have to go in defense, right? But the more to me, the more she spoke, the more you listen to the direction she's going. The other thing I noticed, and before I get into that, is it says she's a Christian counselor. Okay, a Christian counselor, and they can, we might have a agree to disagree on this. A
It's
Christian
all right.
is a counselor that mixes the word of God and what's in the world together to try to say God's word is not sufficient enough, but let me give you my opinion on top of God's law. Now, that's how I define Christian counselor. Now, if she was a biblical counselor and she stuck strictly to the word, then she'd have been talking about the word and not giving her personal opinion, her
Let me
emotion.
interrupt you. Let me interrupt you. Let me interrupt you.
Oh, what you about to say,
Because
Baker?
this sound like a prayer meeting. The Bible said, he that findeth a wife findeth a good damn thing. That's in
Now
the
you
Bible.
know you put that damn in there. That wasn't like
Oh,
that.
take it out. And at the end of the day, Josh, listen to me. Where did y'all find, now can I be myself? Where did y'all find this food from?
Oh Lord,
This
where you about to
woman who
go?
has been dismissed, this woman who has
Because it
been
sounds like she's
rejected, this
bitter.
woman that has been abandoned, this woman that has been kicked to the curb, this woman who's been worn out, this woman that who no longer have
And I
any
agree.
breast milk in her titties, this
You,
woman who
we don't
coochie
even
has
know if she
dried
mad
up.
or
Let
not.
me handle this woman. This
No, I
woman
She
mean
may
who
be
her
married.
approach.
coochie
He's
has
right. Her
dried
approach
up.
is as
Well,
if
let
she
me
kicked
shut up.
out.
I'm gonna be quiet then.
No,
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 go
go
ahead,
ahead,
Baker.
go
No, go
ahead.
ahead,
No,
Baker.
no, y'all stop, man. Go ahead, finish y'all prayer meeting. But go ahead now. I'm
The
watching.
prayer meeting is over. Go ahead and speak your
No,
statement.
I
Like
done
you,
told you. Y'all get these little old women on there. You find these little videos with these women who have been emotionally damaged and spiritually wrecked and are crazy and they in mental pause and everything that stopped. Men, M-E, pause. There ain't nothing happening for them. All right? They stuffed and dried up. They don't feel what they used to feel. They sweating all night long.
Baker.
They no longer bleed to get their hormones balanced. And now they taking all kind of medicine, exercising at
Mm-hmm.
the gym, trying to get muscles like a man. Shut up, woman. Shut
Mm-hmm.
up.
Did we hit a
Because
trigger?
ain't no woman rejected me. I ain't been rejected nor abandoned yet. I choose to be by myself. You broke
Mm-hmm.
women coming with crutches. Your knees ain't working. Your
What
hair
about
not
the
growing.
crutches, the
Let
knees?
me handle these hoes. I mean, the hair not growing.
Yeah, I mean,
Nothing is happening, and men ain't looking at you, and your shape ain't what it used to be. And you 50 plus years old, and you no longer have hips, lips, and fingertips.
Then what does she
That
have
that
then?
don't go.
I
Look,
feel
when
like you
you get
triggered now.
old, when you get
she
old,
got she got
that
a
that don't
she's
fall
she got a
off.
breast like a
Well,
cow
go
that just
ahead,
hang.
yo, take it from there. Now, that's probably gonna be all I'm gonna do right there.
Terrell, I mean, goddamn.
Don't forget. Listen, people, we're not gonna be disrespectful. and they know my situations tonight. That I'm broadcasting on another thing live with. Okay, they're up to 6,000 in attendance. I got to do a commercial over here, but they got money. They got
Mm. Now, wow,
and if they hear this, they
Becky ain't got no sense. Now, I will say you do have guys that do actually miss the one form. That we know the ones that are rusty, the ones that really pretty much screwed up for, well, ruined the dime in a dozen, and with the way they act and treat her, and now pretty much have her head messed up. And those are the guys I will agree with on her points that missed their shot. Like the person I actually wanted to build a family with, and because of his like childish or he wasn't ready or just wanted to be manipulative, he pretty much sent that woman to destruction. Those, I think, that's what she's referring to. But I will agree with, as we all talked about this all the time, is we as men, we don't like it when they say y'all men, like all y'all. Like, what the hell? Like, you trying to put like a single attack for all of us, like we're all fitting into the same shoe, which is not always the case.
But at the same time, this woman right here that was in the video, you can tell she has some bitterness towards men or whatever that occurred in the past. She has that bitterness towards men because look how she was talking and was labeled as a Christian counselor. Okay.
I'm gonna let you finish.
So you can tell she's bitter because it was always you, man, you this and you that, you this. It didn't come at any angle, no other angle, but the angle she could have came with it says, hey, look, I know you guys did this, but keep this in mind. Y'all believe in this and this and this, or whatever the case may be. But
Let me help the
according to
audience.
how this is supposed to be handled,
Let me help
y'all
the
need to be
audience.
looking at something like this.
I want you to continue, but I want to help the audience with this. Basically, coming from a point of view of healing, not attacking, because
Right.
like what it sounds like, y'all, you, man, you, and not from like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, this was done, that was done. Now, what can we do to fix this and actually grow in unity so we can actually see some kind of progression, not just tearing the other person down? Kind of help the audience if you
Right.
missed the points that you were
Because
throwing.
anyone that has taken any psychology course will even say if you keep using the word you do this, you do that, that other individual gets defensive and they're going to shut down and not really going to listen to nothing that you're going to say or whatever that comes out of your mouth. You
And
know,
you are right on that because the tone is everything. I feel like a lot of people. I'm gonna put this coming back on. People forget body language tells more of actually how you feeling when you communicate it. Because if you look at her body language, it wasn't in a state of, like healing calm and then trying to mentor you both
he
of
was
y'all.
aggressive.
It was like you do nothing.
Yeah,
You
he
gonna be
was aggressive.
like I may be a little sarcasm in it, but it gave that kind of a tone into it. And
It did.
any kind of professional counselor would pick that real quick,
So
male or
before she try to counsel somebody else, she needs to find out what's going on and she needs to get herself healed.
that old saying, counsel needs counselors too.
Exactly.
Becky, what's your insight on it? I know you're over multitasking. Got like 50,
well,
60,000 people over there.
here's the thing. If you listen, like you said, the tone of this woman. If you peer, listen to me, and I know y'all gonna cut me off for a finish because I don't have a lot of time tonight. If you go to the grocery store, pick up an onion, bring the onion home, and I want you to peel it until you get to the core. And you're gonna find there is no core in an onion. There's just layers and layers and layers and layers. This woman is an onion. She's covering up. She's been hurt. She's been molested. She's been abused. She's been abandoned. She's been rejected. She probably have 6 kids by 6 baby daddies, unemployed, living in an apartment, getting government cheese in the box with a SNAP card. She is depressed. She's emotionally wrecked, like most of you black women are when you don't know how to forget. And let me tell you something. I may not be the best man in the world, but if you meet me, I will be the best thing that ever happened to you because you ain't met one like me. And that's the problem. And when you meet one like me, you have a problem because most of these men out here are the pussyfoot men. They're
That
pushovers.
is absolutely
Quit
correct.
interrupting me. Shut up. They weak. They weaker than dishwater.
Dishwater.
And they let these women push them over. I ain't the one. I don't need you for nothing.
Mm.
You don't elevate
Baker
me.
got on
I
his.
elevate you. Heifer.
What the hell happened? Did they do to you?
Well, I'm just saying.
No,
I go
he's
through the grocery store every day. And I have many options. And as long
plentiful.
as I'm
Plentiful,
alive, I'm
excuse
gonna
me.
keep me options. Cause I don't know when you gonna go sour. And you want me to hurry up and put a ring on your fat fingers. And then because I won't put a ring on your fat fingers, you want to call me no good. I get it. I ain't no good for you.
Oh, well, you do have a point on that
But
because
an
everybody
old
has
mop,
their own
an
kind of mats.
old raggedy mop can be reused.
Did you just say mop?
Yeah,
You
because
just say
that's how
mop?
they hair look.
Oh,
What the hell?
Lord have mercy. You having a whole
Baker not
moment?
lying. Baker is not lying
I'm
about
Jesus
this.
sick of
Christ.
them. Now,
He
I'll
is
tell
not
you
lying.
another night. But and some of you men ain't right. You ain't right. Let me handle y'all. You
Yeah,
ain't right.
go ahead, hit both
Because
of them.
here's the problem. Here's the problem. You let them run them up. You let them run the house. You let them run the money. You let them run the car. You let them run the kids. You let them run the school. And all you do is run them out. Stand up and be a man. Start saying, no, we ain't buying no newer ice box. Coolers.
Hmm.
Start being the man. You gotta understand. The difference is what a man needs and what a woman wants. Now, see, what a woman wants, you men out there, you're too weak to get it. And that's what she'll tell you. The number one thing is she needs to be protected and loved.
That's true.
That's what she needs.
That's all.
This guy was good.
And what we want, what we need,
What you about to say, babe?
what she wants is to be loved and protected. What we need is some meow.
I knew he was going to go there. I knew he
And
was going to.
women, you ain't giving this man enough meow. Because if he
Wait,
have enough meow, he'll meow right.
Did you just say
Because
Mhm.
you
meow?
holding the meow,
Especially
Lord
if you're
have
he
mercy.
draining
ain't
them,
acting right.
you'll
No,
be
Draining
right.
let
them.
me handle
Lord.
my part. Y'all want to interrupt me when I get in my lane. Don't get out of my lane. And you ain't getting no meow. And if you ain't getting no meow, it's because he ain't, maybe he ain't getting up.
There's about to be a meme off of this. Meow.
Yeah, Lazarus not coming up.
No, he's talking about you better
Baker,
stop
what you
signing his head. He's in the
Baker,
wait
what?
up, boy. Come to me. Mama ready. Meow. And you can't do nothing. And if you ain't listen, let me tell you something. It
What you about
goes
to say?
this way. If it ain't happening in the kitchen,
Hmm.
it ain't happening in the bedroom.
Oh
'Cause there
Lord.
ain't nothing cooking in the kitchen.
Just what you had to say about that, cuz Baker would have thrown haymakers. I know you got a
Man,
grenade somewhere.
I am right there with Baker on this here
Any
topic.
single women out there want to come on here and challenge me,
See, there you
especially you
go.
married. These
There you
married
go.
women, their problem. Because
Uh-oh.
they married to their problem, they want to get loose and they got another man on layaway, they're trying to get him out.
Layaway. We went from meow to layaway. We got a man on layaway. What you know? What you know,
Trust
Baker?
me. Most women You heard me. Are married to their problem and they want to get loose, and they got another man on layaway and they're trying to get him out. You better
Mm-hmm.
listen to me, boy.
Uh-oh. You trying dropping them gems. Was just it. What else?
If it
Just
walk
it.
like a
What?
duck, if it quack like a duck, it is a duck.
Mm-hmm.
Lord. What else you had to say before I throw this other? You better have a
Man,
whole
like I
Meow.
said,
meme.
man,
If
I
I
don't have
put if
anything.
I put
I
a
don't have
cat up
anything else
next
to
to
say.
you, you
Bacon
know
is
what?
speaking all the truth.
And it depends on how the meow. That ain't good. Meow.
Hey Baker, hold
Meow.
on,
Mm-hmm.
hold
That's a
on,
big
wait.
cat.
Hold on. Let me get Baker real quick. So Baker, what if it goes like this? Meow. What you gonna do with that?
I'm pulling out my gun because there's too much
You
bass in the
not because
voice.
you jumping on the other side of the fence.
Yeah, you done went
I'm
to
gonna
the
have to
left. I'm
question you.
pulling out the gun.
Is your
It
wrist
needs to be.
broken?
It needs to be meow.
It
Meow.
had bass in that
You ever
other
hear
one.
them cats when they want something and want to get in the door and they trying to get in? Meow, meow,
Mm-hmm.
meow.
And
They
they rub up.
ain't
They rub on you.
meow, meow. They ain't doing that. Meow,
Okay.
meow,
God.
meow,
You,
meow.
did you just try to?
And when you rub that cat, you
No, we ain't talking about rubbing nothing. You're going too far. I'm talking
Yeah.
about the cat trying to get in the house.
I mean, ain't no telling both of y'all two because y'all both ain't got no sense.
Y'all see, he
Yeah.
started that. He
Nah.
started me with that,
See.
and he always do this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And
Uh-huh.
I'm
Well,
tired of
we
it.
ain't
He
gonna act
trying me
like
with this
you ain't
stuff.
gonna have your moments, Baker, when you
But
be here.
he started, man. He
He
put me
oh, he
out there.
started.
Well, yeah, that he create these problems
He
and talking
create these
slow like we
problems.
in a prayer meeting,
What happened when you
leading
did
me
that?
to start fussing and
You gotta go. You
chasing
got.
these chicken head women. Look,
You gotta go
let
back
me
in your
say, let me
prayer
drop a
room.
gem. Let me drop a gem.
Go ahead, drop it.
Most women, and let me take it culture. And I don't want to be no disrespectful because y'all don't know it. We got the dominant culture friends of mine watching, and God forgive me, I forgot to send one of my relatives a link. Good googly moogly.
Google it.
But most
Another T-shirt.
men, which shall apply to women, I want you to
Mm-hmm.
hear this carefully. When they're looking for a man or a woman, they're like a blind man in a dark room looking for a black cat that's not there.
Wait. What you say?
Because
Mm.
they don't know what they want. They want meow to be satisfied because the meow keep coming up at night when she by herself.
Hey, okay.
She
mm-hmm.
Well,
become desperate.
I'm gonna be devil's advocate before I throw this video. But you know, you also got men out there that don't know what they want. That always
Listen,
just wanna get what they get in, dive in that
well,
pool and get right on
let,
out.
before you play the video, let's get something very clear. Let's when a man or a woman. Now, Chris, this your show. You need to take this because I ain't gonna remember. When a man
Everything's
or
recorded.
a woman is promiscuous and jumping around from one party to the other one, that's a demon because he or she is never satisfied.
Mm-hmm.
And you ought to meet a man or woman that meet your criteria for satisfaction when it comes to sexuality. If you craving and want everything, no telling what you may do. You got to be careful and guard your
This gun is
heart
good.
and your appetite because when you are not being satisfied by what quote God has given you, then you're gonna be all over the place and you're gonna be eating at everybody's buffet.
Well, you better
Some
hope it
people
don't
like.
have no seafood in it.
Yeah, some
I'm
people
just
don't have no
saying, no,
season
see,
at all.
well, it may have some disease in it, and
You
You
can't
most of
get
better hope
rid
these,
that
of.
buffet don't have
I'm
no
scared of
seafood.
most of them. Most of you, these black women are all diseased up.
Lord have mercy. All right,
Now you talking seafood, but I get it because I love seafood, but not what you talking about. See, he talking about going down yonder. Going look,
going
now see,
down the
well,
yonder.
let me handle
He
it.
brought up.
Cause
He brought
I
up.
don't
He,
have a
hey, he brought
mind
up
to
the
keep.
buffet.
Y'all can't make me go. Let my mind now. See, in the Bible, when it say Jesus went down to Jericho, anytime you go down, you going down and messing up. Jesus went down to Jericho. That's the problem with some of you men. You're going down too much.
What if your woman wants to go down?
Well, I mean, she needs to come up.
All right, I'm gonna throw this damn clip because it's like we about to get out of hand. Well, we always been out of hand, but what the hell? All right, let me show this next clip. So I always have a lot when they. This is what she was complaining earlier about. Like men always complain about things. So I'm gonna roll a clip about some of the things that men say that you probably heard on the internet. So let me bring this up.
Want all this, but can you just imagine this? You you have to pay the rent, the electric, the water, every trip that y'all go on. You got to make sure the savings account straight. You got to buy the crib. The gas in the cars got to be valid. The insurance got to be valid. Her hair got to be valid. Nails got to be valid. The kids got to be taken care of. And you can't even get on the game that night. Oh my goodness, bro! I would lose my mind, bro. That's like you're working to die. You're working. All your money is going to your family, and you don't get nothing. You might not even get no meow meow when you feel like it. Oh my god!
I didn't know this was
You probably don't even get a home cooked meal. She probably Uber eat everything. Damn, that shit sounds so miserable, bro.
Fellas, y'all do know you don't have to deal with it, right?
All right,
Hey,
meow
Chris,
meow.
our opinions are better than these people. Now, they were good to say the meow. I didn't know this was coming up. But let me say something to you. Let me say something to you. Maybe it'll
Send it.
help this show. Maybe it'll help the audience and listening people. I am happily
Say
a
again.
very single man. I had to experience the best of both worlds, being married and divorced. And I don't know which one I love the most. But one thing I can tell you right now, in these 14 to 15 years, I don't need a woman to come here paying no bills. Now, she need to contribute if she coming,
Oh,
because
you
I
may want
got
to
to
say that
be here
again
too.
because you
I
had
got to
something that
live
need.
here too. Now, let me say this. I got to eat here too. And I don't need a woman to cook for me because I get the best food in the world. I don't
Mm,
need a woman to wash my clothes and clean because Que Paso will be here tomorrow for me washing and cleaning my house. And so if she's not contributing to your well-being and your mental health, and all you feel like is paying bills and being good, all right, then you must understand. Let me go in the back office for a second.
all right. So as Baker does that and go into the back office, what do you have to say about that, Jim?
Man, I really don't have to say too much because Baker's hitting all bullets, all angles, all direction in regards to
He
this
came in
right
ready.
here.
He
But
came
I
in ready.
but the main thing is what you possibly will be going over in the next upcoming video is the most important thing that all men, most real men, even the sorry men, we all face around the same time, same issue. And I'll take that back. Let me walk that back. Not the same time, but more or less the same issue.
Gotcha, gotcha. So like as we get into this next clip, is there something in particular you want them to focus on? Because I know you just sent it up so we can play it for the audience.
Just to understand what that the video you previously played, that individual basically hit what we constantly think. We're not we're not difficult. Please, we're not difficult. Now, on the other side of the fence, they're very much difficult. And then one video that I believe that you're gonna be playing is gonna prove it because now you have other females that's talking about and complaining about females of how they think, how they react, and they're starting to understand what men have been complaining about, just like the Hispanics are starting to understand what black folks been complaining about through the years of certain situations that we've been harassed by cops. And I'm not saying all cops, But I'm just saying certain cops in particular that hide behind not of the hood, but hide behind a badge.
So what you're saying is because of these actions, when a certain individual feels like, oh, he missed out, he didn't actually. He probably dodged a bullet based on how she's acting.
Yeah, he probably dodged the bullet because he probably saw something that just didn't look right, saw something, or smell something that didn't smell right,
No, you wrong for that. You know you sis man.
and then I know it's gonna sound funny.
What you about to say?
He probably taste something didn't taste right.
Thank you.
Lord have mercy. Would you
Greatness.
just
Yeah. Oh, I didn't say greetings to all the conventions goers and comers. You can add that to him.
all I'm gonna
Yes.
say is if
All right. I'm
that
good.
down there don't Baker gonna catch the end of this and he gonna be like, what the hell, I already know. But if that don't taste right down there, something going on. Somebody need to go to
Now
the
y'all
doctor.
going too far. Listen, this is a Christian show. This family show. Now, see, if you're gonna
I
talk
told
about that, let me say this to you. Let me say that. Let me say that eating the meow has nothing to do with a solid
me.
relationship. Cause somebody else can eat the meow better than you. And
Hold up,
don't talk about tasting.
wait.
Wait. Don't talk about tasting bad, cause nuts can taste bad. See, we get it mixed up. We think the relationship is all about sex, and that's where it goes wrong. Because let me tell you something. It's not about that. It's about, do I have a life partner? Do I have somebody I can lay down and talk with at night instead of hear them yappa 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 yappa, this wrong,
Yappa
that
did you
wrong,
say
the
this
job,
about to sound
this,
like the
yeah.
Flintstones? Yappa dabba doo.
Yeah. Well, and
Basically, in
see,
other
well,
words,
man,
having diarrhea by the mouth.
when you get an age like me, I've seen it all, and nothing is new. That Bible say there's nothing new under the sun. What is new is how we manage what we got. And most men, you listen to this. This is a gem for this show, Chris. I'm not going to repeat it again, so you
All
better
right.
record it. Here's
Yeah.
the problem: they take counseling from single women. Ain't no married woman got no business taking counsel from a single woman, especially telling you to get rid of your man
Damn.
because she would be the one saying you need to tell him the scat
Going
cat.
behind your
And
back
let me
and trying to
have it.
get
She'll
them.
be saying scat cat. You need to tell him the scat cat, and she'll be across the street saying here kitty kitty.
Mm-hmm.
Meow.
She mad at you. She big mad. Because you got a good man. You got a praying man. You got a working man. And
Oh,
she got a hoeing man, a drunk man, a drug man.
but let me say this to
And
add on
she
to what you're
envy
saying.
your relationship. And you broke down bad hair having women
Bacon.
out there. You need to stop it.
Now here's the
Because the
interesting
white
thing.
culture, the dominant culture, understand there's a gem in the black man.
Now let me add
Now,
something to.
let me have that.
Oh,
Am I a
I'm
guest
giving
or
you
you want to
alley.
speak all
Uh,
night?
it's not
I'm
you.
finna just
Yeah.
tell you one thing what a man told me, and I got a
You
picture.
gonna add plenty more. I just want to add on to the flavors and season. What you're saying is like
So I'm gonna
the
get
funny,
off for
the
5 minutes.
the interesting thing is like the way single people cancel versus married is completely different. Like if you want to actually heal or build your relationship, why are you not getting advice from people who are already married and a happy, I put emphasis on a happy, and there's going to be challenges, but a happy, sustainable relationship with good communication, because communication is key to anything in life, especially when it comes to your partner. Why not get advice from those individuals instead of someone who's single out? Oh, you need to leave him. He ain't. She ain't. That's how I say. I
That's
say
because people have a backwards way of thinking. Think, and no one wants to use any logic because if you use any logic, guess what? Like what you said, it's going to be some accountability. So when you really think about it, it's just an excuse, more or less,
Right.
not to do it. So you can find a way to do something that you know you shouldn't be doing, that you're gonna be doing, and nobody can hold nothing to you.
Right. Now, this next clip, I'm glad that you sent me this because a lot of times when we start talking about this, I'm like, y'all just like the rich, the guy just doing this all over. Yeah, that's how they really sound. I'm just putting my acting skills. Y'all just all to say, but then it's interesting when you have women out there saying the same thing, and I'm like,
And that's what I mentioned earlier.
hmm,
A lot of females are starting to come
interesting.
out to realize what we've been saying is not being we've been giving out wolf cookies. We're not giving wolf cookies when we say certain
Well,
things.
let's go ahead and showcase the video because it's gonna be like, oh, y'all just talking again. But I'm gonna roll the clip. Hold on, let's see. Come on, internet. Let me roll it back. They don't want this to be heard. That's what that is.
When something like that happens, that's when the truth comes out, and he be trying to hide the truth. Might have to back it up.
I may have to refresh it. Hold on. I'm gonna try to refresh and get it ready, and then I'm gonna bring it back on. Just we still, but I want to make sure that they understand like it's not just the guys saying that all the time.
And the individual that is speaking, she speaks with some intelligence, with some understanding, some comprehension. If more females would speak in that type of format, that type of manner, you would easily pull the right guy,
Oh,
pull the right person.
you must have sent me a haymaker because they.
Simply because she knows herself. She knows what she wants. Many females, including guys, don't know themselves. And some takes longer to know themselves, and some figure it out.
Right,
And
right,
that's
right.
the problem. That's the other problem. Because
Right.
people are too busy trying to be something that they're not. On top of that, they're trying to also please other people versus trying to please themselves first.
Ooh, they don't want this to play. I'm gonna work on it. I'm probably have to come back to this one in a minute, but I'm gonna showcase this other video real quick because it's funny how women all the time want respect, but how you think we're supposed to act when someone acts like? And keep in mind, y'all be influenced by women who act like this, and I'm like, and y'all wonder why we go off. Cause I'm not gonna lie, I would not have reacted the same way he did. I would have lost it. I would have tossed that whole table like Jesus. But I'm gonna just show the clip.
Finger, there's no ring on your finger. We're not in a relationship.
I'm gonna roll this back one more time because I don't think a lot of those don't understand how
You might have to
much,
enlarge that too.
yeah, how hard it is to hold back when something like this happens to you.
There's no ring on my finger. There's no ring on your finger. We're not in a relationship.
No.
I'm gonna finish it for myself. Ain't no way in hell I won't tolerate that. Now I
Mhm.
understand it said being patient, but even my grandparents said don't let no damn body put your hands on you. That was out of line.
It was. It was.
Well. Let me say, I guess I'm chiming in late, and it's getting late, and I need to go. But I condemn, I want to say it on this show, strongly against violence towards women or men or any person or children. Strongly, I condemn psychological violence. And most people in relationships experience psychological violence more than they experience physical violence. Not weighing too, but just let me, for this show's sake. When somebody is damaging your mental health and peace, you don't need to get you a peace. You need to depart to get some peace.
Leave.
And I am an advocate for grounds for divorce. Oh, I'm finna mess the church up.
Mm,
For reasons. For physical abuse, for psychological abuse, emotional abuse, adultery, and every other. Go. Get rid of them. And if you're not sure, just wait till you get to the other side with
see, you beg you about to
because
act up.
because sometimes you got to break away to get away. You got to break away to get peace. You got to stop showing up at that house.
And I think a lot of
And the
people
minute
are
you
addicted
hit
to
me,
trauma.
I ain't gonna hit you back. I'm gonna call and let those authorized to hit you.
I would have flipped that table. I want to hit her, but I would flip
I ain't
that
gonna
table
do
and
that.
left.
I ain't never did it in my life. You can slap and beat me. Now, if you pull a knife or a gun, we got to
That's a
sing
different story. Your
Amazing
life is
Grace.
on the line.
Amazing
Big piece be still.
Grace. No, I ain't gonna be Tyler Perry. I'm gonna be Donald Baker putting that. I'm gonna pull out something to defend and save my life.
I don't blame you.
And I wish I could. I probably try to find a statistic, but like the number one killer, especially in the household, is not from like outside. It's inside the household. We're talking about domestic, and a lot of times it comes from like inside the household because of miscommunication and things like that. So you may think you have the right one, and you probably are more likely addicted to trauma or pain. And you have a lot of those saying like, "Oh, I'm the one," male or female, and they're actually very toxic. And I don't know what it is, especially in our culture, that likes to be attracted strongly more to negativity. It's like we're so used to it that anytime that peace comes around, it's like a turnoff. And that confuses me. I was like, don't you want a peace of mind? Don't you want a happy marriage? I don't know why it's so promoted in the
Because
normal
we're
thing to see.
programmed.
And that's I'm glad you said that because
We're programmed
I'm seeing
to
more and more
enjoy and like
relationships
and not have peace. It's a mental program
that
that's been taught through the years, and we are still teaching our
and
kids, and
the
each
cycle
generation
continues.
is still suffering, and there's no break.
And they think that's a happy marriage when it's not. It's very toxic. And you're teaching your kids the same thing.
Right.
So there is the right one for you, but that's
Mm-hmm.
not a good example. Because I don't think people realize again, you're teaching your kids the same thing. That's why this keeps cycling keeps going on. So in
Mm-hmm.
my opinion, if when you are looking for the right person, the partner that
Mm-hmm.
you want to grow with, communication is foundation. You got to be able to hold accountability, both ends. You got to be have to
Wait, wait,
both
wait, wait,
parties
wait.
got to
Before you
be
go forward, you said it has to have what?
accountability on both ends, the man
And you
and the
said
woman.
something before that. One word start with the letter C.
Communication,
Thank you. That's the
and that's
biggest
But
and
well, in
the
relationships,
biggest
there's always
issue.
been the biggest problem in most relationships, whether married or dating or fooling around or trying to figure one out. It's always been open communication and proper dialogue. There's
That's right.
always been an issue where there's not a good dialogue. I said to you guys on one of these shows on last week that men talks in waffle terms and women talk in spaghetti terms. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
men, what's for dinner? All we don't know. All you got to do is say beans and rice. But women, what's for dinner? Well, I'm gonna go down to the store and I'm gonna pick up some spaghetti
Yeah.
and I'm gonna cook some chicken and I'm probably gonna bake some bread.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if I'm gonna add this ragu sauce or this new sauce. Or do you want me to pick up some chicken from Church's Chicken or Popeye? See, that's too much confusion.
mm,
And they get
And
upset.
but that's the mentality. And the communication becomes warped. It goes like this. When we talk, it's like, give me some beans and rice. When she talk, it's say it again, I can't hear.
You go
Send the boy
around the
out. Say,
mulberry bush.
just
That's
go
what I
get some
say.
chicken and biscuits and bring it to the house, woman. What's wrong? I
Mm-hmm.
ain't trying to be full. I'm just trying to kill a hunger pain. And
That's
a
it.
peanut butter and jelly would do it. And you asking me all these questions about how to wash the clothes and
not
how to
wash the
sweep the
clothes.
floor and how to bake a cake. Now, I'll tell you a story now. Please, if you allow me to depart from the show after this, there was a couple sitting down watching TV together. And the wife said, "Baby, would you like some ice cream?" And the old man said, "Yeah, I would love some ice cream." And he says, "You know what? When you go and get," he said, "you know, the little sprinkle thing, put some of them on it. And put a little,
Sprinkle thing.
you know what I'm saying, chocolate. And put a little and she said, "Would you like anything?" She said, "No, that would do it." When she came back, now listen to the joke. She came back in the kitchen some 30 minutes later. She said, "Here you go." He looked at it. He said, she had on there two pieces of bacon, scrambled eggs, and two toasts. He looked at her. He said, "Damn, you forgot the hash brown."
Oh Lord.
The point is, the communication needs to connect. And if it don't connect, something gonna fall apart. Listen,
Gonna
forgive
fall
me
out.
tonight. Can I depart? Greetings. Love you guys. And listen, meow, meow.
This is
Give
a
him some meow.
damn.
When he go to talking, and listen, women, sometimes this don't work all the time now. When he
Oh
go to
Lord.
talking and he ain't behaving, put that put one of
Oh Lord.
Unpopular opinion.
Oh Lord.
and when she go to talk,
Oh, see, see, see.
all right,
That's
I'm out.
yeah,
Peace. Love
yeah,
y'all.
yeah. That's a whole meme among itself. So Baker, if he goes viral after that, he done it to himself. Cause I'm like, you did it. We just replay what you just did, so you can't lie about it. All right. So after so many technical difficulties, I think I got this video to kind of somehow work. So let's see if I can get this thing going. So
It
we're
is
gonna try it.
not that man's job to read your mind, especially whenever he notices something is off with you. So he's like, "Hey, you good? Everything okay?" And you like, "I'm good. I'm fine. Don't worry about it." So he's like, "Okay," goes on about his business. And then a couple of days later, you come back to him and you like, "I find it funny how now he's sitting there confused because he asked you and you said you was good." So he like, "What the hell are you talking about?" Guess what? It is not his job to read your mind. It is his job to communicate with you. It is his job to create that safe space so that you can talk. It is his job to ask you if you're okay. But it's your job to communicate with him what you need in those moments whenever he asks you. And if you do not communicate with him, stop being mad at him for not knowing exactly what was wrong and exactly what was going on whenever he asked you and you said nothing.
I'm going to add on
That
to
should
that.
be in the amen corner right there.
That is, and I will go add on that complies on both ways, but she definitely has some very strong points because that is the key thing when it comes to communication is like making sure things are understood and not being like nothing. Because
Because if you think about it, all it is just playing games. That's
it
all it is.
is,
You're playing games.
and
And
it's like,
only
do you,
kids play games. Because, when I was a kid, I used to hear this phrase, tricks are for kids. So are you still tricking like a
some people
kid?
like that cereal.
You know what I'm saying? Only a child would act and think that way. An adult would not.
Right, right, right. And if you really think about it, like, do you want to marry or be in a relationship long term with a person you can't even communicate with a person that has you on eggshells all the time? Like,
That's not
do you
living.
want to send
That's surviving.
10, 20, 30, or like, good, no, how many years every day like that? I
That
don't,
is not living,
it is
brother.
not.
That's
It's going to
surviving.
tear you. It's surviving. It's going to tear you to pieces bit by bit. You don't look in the mirror, you ain't going to recognize yourself.
And then you
So,
lose yourself, lose what you like, lose what your interests were. You lose focus. You become numb to the point, and you build resentment and anger.
mhm. Now I will say this, men, and going more to this topic, when you find someone that you can communicate with and it just feels effortlessly and natural, you can
Hmm.
actually tell about like things that happen throughout your day. She actually feeds and invests into you. She don't mind like working together with you no matter what your situation is. Like y'all can actually solve problems even though there's gonna be times you don't always agree, but y'all find some way to come back together and continue to go on. and y'all actually are both being heard. If you find someone like that and you let that person go, you need your ass whooped.
Well, the
Cause
thing about it is this: when it's someone like that you describe, that's someone that's investing in you and you investing in them, right?
right.
Let's just call it what it is. And when you go to the bank, I put it like this: when you go to work, you go to your job and you do what? You do whatever that job may be.
Hmm.
And what is the outcome? You get a payment, right? You get your paycheck,
You get in what you put
whether
in.
if it's the first or the 15th or whatever the case may be, but you're getting paid. But while you're at work, you are investing, doing what you're supposed to do, even if you like it, even if you don't like it, even if you have mixed feelings, because at the end, the investment is the paycheck. And that's what people keep forgetting and don't do. Or there's one and not the other, or there's both not investing.
Y'all invest into each other. Y'all put this thing together and build it. And that's why I'm gonna piss some people off and I don't give a damn. Those who be like, oh, I need a guy that's gonna do this. And I'm like, what are you gonna do to contribute to his needs? And it doesn't go vice
Mm-hmm.
versa. Like, so you're gonna sit there and be basically a leech, taking everything like take and receiving
And it's
and
not,
not
and
giving
taking is not all physical. It can be emotional, it can be
emotionally.
spiritual, it can be internal.
And let's logically look at this. If you are constantly taking from any damn body and you're never giving in, eventually that person's gonna get drained. I don't give a damn how strong you are. If you are constantly taking, and never giving back, I don't give a damn how strong the man or the woman is. Eventually, they're gonna get drained. And so, in my opinion, anytime I hear that, I'm like, you're not destined for marriage. Or if you think it's gonna end up divorce eventually, because the other person will get
Be
tired.
like Beyonce song, to the left, to the left.
God damn. All right, so I'm gonna roll one more clip and thank everybody for like sticking to us and through the craziness because y'all know that's what it's all about. It's like love. We're gonna hit these topics and much more. But there's one other video that I think women need to hear. So I'm gonna roll this one. Get this thing ready. And it honestly kind of counters what we did in the beginning. So it's not nice way to balance it out. All right.
It is vitally important that Black women who are married understand that fear of missing out, you need to get rid of that. Get rid of it. It is a destruction to you, to that marriage, to them kids. Because ain't no way you trying to figure out who you are. You needed to have found that out well before now.
I said that earlier. I said it earlier.
And that came from a woman.
I said it earlier. And the biggest thing, and it's an easy question, but it is hard for people to even come to the conclusion of this question.
It
You
really
know what
is.
it is?
Go ahead.
The question is easy. Who are you? Other than you a daughter? Are you a son? Are you a brother? Are you a sister? Other than that, other than your family name, who are you really?
That really exposes you when you have to answer that questions and not just like the surface level. It
But
really
it's
makes you dig
it's
in.
it's hard for people to come with the answer simply because they're so selfish. They only focus on trying to please somebody else that 9 times out of 10 that they don't care anything about you in that moment of time, and they're gonna be in your life just like opening and closing doors. They're gonna be in, they're gonna be out. Then you're gonna
All
be
right.
another one, gonna be in and they're gonna be out.
So let me say this real quick, and this goes to men and women. Referring back to your question, now you said, "Who are you?" When a person says this or along these lines, they're not really answering the question. So when they respond, be like, "Yeah, I'm pretty much bringing in about $20 million this year. I have 2 degrees.
That's when you run.
I
You
have
go the
2
opposite
degrees.
direction.
I helped build this
They
establishment
don't
over
know themselves,
here." And I'm like,
and it's
when you
gonna be a
hear a
problem.
person, I'll be like, "Oh, I helped build this whole community." I'm like,
No, no.
if you hear anyone respond like that,
That is
that's
someone that's materialistic, don't know themselves
and it's
internally,
going
and
to piss
that's
some
a
people off.
red flag that it
It's
is a problem that's brewing
yep.
that will eventually boil over, and it'll be taken out on you.
Because it's going to piss a lot of people off because that's their only answer. Like, who are you? Like, what are your passions? What are you afraid of? What are your dreams? What do you like and dislike? Those kind of answers.
More
It
a
reveals
deep reflection.
of who you are, not this surface or what you try to put up as a facade just to impress other people for validation. And if you think that you're going to have a successful marriage, and I say this anyone, by just answering on a surface like that, you don't
And it's
even know your
okay.
damn partner.
Well, the thing about this too, I want to say, and that it's okay if you don't know yourself, but give your time to know yourself before you pull someone in with you or in your world or in your family or you trying to connect with, because it's going to be chaotic. You still don't know yourself. Then you bring a child into it. Then you can't teach the child how to know themselves because you don't even know yourself, and you're still distracted because now you're married with the child. So it's better not to until you really know yourself.
Yep. And as we come to a close, I'll say also this too. It is okay to take time out to yourself and be alone.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people are afraid to do that, but honestly, that can be the best thing to free you. So you can find out who the hell you are, avoiding all the
That gives you a
distractions.
peace of mind.
A peace of mind where you can actually think and really do some soul searching, because a lot of times when you're around people just telling you different things, you're seeking for validation much more, you're constantly lost and you don't know yourself. So you may have some times where you need to take yourself away from everything and be alone. Not lonely, that's a completely different thing, and that's a whole nother episode. But it is okay to be alone for a moment so you can build yourself and find out who you are. And I'll use a nice little metaphor as we come, and then I want you to tell the audience where they can find you and much more. But if you really think about it, now just a nice little soft covering for this is a metaphor of how a caterpillar goes into a cocoon. And during that moment, he's in a moment of darkness alone, searching for who he is, he or she, because you know how people are. But when that time comes and he cracks out of that shell, you see the glory of what this caterpillar turns into a butterfly, and then it soars off to where it needs to go. But it had to have that moment to itself to get there. So don't fear having moments to you alone. So with that said, though, tell the audience where they can find you.
Oh man, you can always
Hold up, say it again. I think you went in and out. So, go ahead. Yeah.
You can find us once again. You can find us again on the YouTube channel, In the Trenches, and it's THA Trenches. Oh yeah, that's right. Every Friday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. But hey, don't just check us out there, but also too, check us out on the Audible, where we're on all podcast platforms, especially on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts. Check us out, subscribe, like, or what have you. Share it. But check out the one and only website. Well, we got the hottest merch right now, baby.
And also, like, he ain't here though, but where can they find Donald Baker?
Minding his business.
Minding his own damn business. as he would say as he departs us out. But with that said, like, make sure you subscribe, like, share, and keep the conversation going. And if you have any more topics that you want us to discuss, don't be afraid to message them, because there's an open platform where we want to have an opportunity to speak your mind and much more. And if you are bold enough to get on the show, we welcome that too, because we want to live it up with other interesting person. Yeah, don't hide. Actually, we want you to come. Now, if you piss off Baker, I don't know what to tell you, because
just be prepared.
You get what you asked for. Don't bite the bull. But other than that, then it's been a lovely, great show, and we'll catch you next time. And peace.
Peace out.